Well, it's a story that gripped us for so many years. It was 10 years ago today. These three siblings were killed after a group of teenagers shot a flare right into a New Albany home.
WDRB's Addie Shaney sat down with the sole surviving sister and the children's grandmother. Addie?
This open lawn is where the home used to be. It's since been torn down. This is where they're going to have the vigil for the 10-year anniversary in about 30 minutes. And when I talked to the family, they told me that pain is still incredibly fresh.
And the pain is so deep, sometimes it just takes your breath.
Marie Hughes is the grandmother of 6-year-old Tai'zah, 4-year-old Tyrese, and 2-year-old Trinity.
They were the happiest kids I've ever seen them.
These 3 children were killed after a group of teenagers shot a flare into this home in New Albany in the cold early morning hours of January 4th, 2014.
Their lives were stolen from them.
Investigators say the teens didn't know the children were in the home. They fired the flare gun over a dispute about a debt involving the person who lived there. The children were sleeping over at the house.
The senselessness of it all, that had absolutely nothing to do with my daughter and my grandbabies.
Tatiana Hughes is the children's sister. She was the sole survivor of the fire. She was only 5 years old at the time. She's now in the 8th grade and is still undergoing procedures because of the fire.
They're in a better place and they're not hurting no more.
Today, Tai'zah would be 16, Tyrese 14, and Trinity 12.
If Trinity would still be the little boss at 12, and if you know, Tyrese would be playing football or soccer or something at 14, and if Tai'zah would be a little diva.
Hughes says her grandchildren live on in their sister, Tatiana.
There are times as she was growing up, you would see each of them in her.
Their sister remembers the happy moments.
And then Tai'zah, she was just like this one Halloween, she had her leg broke and we all brought her candy.
And mourns the moments and life she could have had with her siblings by her side.
I would do anything to have them back. And I would have a whole lot of confidence now.
A new addition to the family, bringing a sense of healing. She's named after her big cousin, Tai'zah.
She kind of looks like Tai'zah, and she's a blessing, she brought the light back into our family.
The family holding a vigil so everyone remembers these 3 young children tragically lost.
They were beautiful, and I don't ever want anyone to think that we have forgotten about them.
The family will remember those 3 children here in about 30 minutes. The grandmother told me she's excited to see those firefighters who tried to save her grandchildren's life and give them a big hug.
Yeah, they never will be forgotten. Thanks, Addie. 4 teenagers were involved in this case, by the way. The driver of the getaway car, Kylie Jenks, was released in 2022, only 8 years into her 20-year sentence. Cody Cashian pled guilty and received a 65-year sentence. Shelby Mikowski was sentenced to stay in prison until 2026, and a juvenile at the time has already been released.